It's been a little bit since the first Mandalore update. Okay, it's been 2 months. I'm sorry it's been so long. I've been draining my wallet, however, to get all the sets, parts, and whatever else I need for the mock. I'm about done with getting all the figures for the actual build, so I am happy that I got that out of the way. I do think you guys will enjoy this update, so let's get into the video. Now, since the last update, I've gotten a significant amount of figures for the build for Mandalore. Now, as you can see here, I have a few sets that are sealed. First being the Imperial Commando and Mandalorian Battle Pack. This is great. I've had a few. As you can see right here, I have a few boxes that are empty, and you'll see with some of the figures I have that I have a significant amount of this battle pack so far. I hope I can get a bigger amount though of some of the troops, especially the Imperial Commandos, as you know, I think the Empire is a little bit of a stronger force in the episodes and such. So that is that. Next up, I bought 2 of the Paz Vizsla vs. Moff Gideon set. Now, I basically just bought these guys for this mock, obviously. One of these I will be keeping sealed. The other one I will be probably using the Praetorian Guard around the build in different areas, which will be pretty cool because they're in, a bunch of different scenes throughout. So I'll probably have a few different scenes playing out. So let me just show you guys what I've been building over the past month. Now that the hull is out of the way, let's get into the actual build itself. As you may notice, the bunker is basically the exact same since we last left it a couple months ago. And I've started a little bit on the rockwork, as you guys can see here. Now, designing the rockwork for the build is a little tough because there's a couple different ways I could go about it. I'm using this method where it's kind of you're building up everything kind of as is, like with plates and stuff. You aren't using a whole lot of snot brick itself, which is a design I will probably incorporate into the build as well. I am using, however, a lot of wedge plates, just bigger plates in general, and kind of connecting it all around. Now, right now, it doesn't look the greatest, and it isn't the most stable as well. I'm gonna keep working on it, though. I want to mention this before I forget, but I did get some custom blasters for some of the figures from Clone Army Customs, and I had to say, I think it's a huge upgrade to the figures and for the overall mock, because comparing it to the actual LEGO blasters, they are significantly better. Now, I decided to step away from the rockwork and work on the bunker door area. As you can see, I've redesigned it a significant amount since the last time you guys have probably seen it. All this area will be covered up, so you don't have to worry about seeing all that exposed snot brick and whatnot. I'm also just moving back and forth between that and the rockwork. As you can see, I'm using some snot technique as well as, the plates and wedge plates, that technique as well, which I think they work well when you incorporate both of them and blend them together, but there can be some challenges when using 2 different types of techniques. I'm kind of at a standstill with the rockwork. It feels like I can't really incorporate it super well. I'm still kind of working on it a lot and prototyping, but it just isn't really coming together how I think it is. Or I should say, as I want it to look. I like the idea of having the black tiles because it adds more of this, there's more below and kind of a depth of the actual area that the mock is in. I just think it's a really cool detail to add. Now, I decided I'm going to just kind of lay out the base plates so you guys can see the full scale of what the mock is going to be. Now, obviously, this isn't all the base plates. I will still be adding more in the back. I'll have 2 more gray base plates and 1 more green base plate. But this still gives a good size of lengthwise of the actual build itself. So far, I like the way that I'm going right now, and I can't wait to see what else I build. I decided there wasn't enough for update 2 for there to be really an update, plus it's been 2 months, so I decided to build some more. As you guys can see, I decided to work more above the bunker as opposed to working past or side the bunker, but once I got more of the above area, I decided to work and expand into the other base plates so we aren't just stuck on one base plate for so long. As you can see, I'm using both techniques here that I talked about earlier in the video. I tried to blend them together, but let me know what you guys think about that. As I was rewatching the episode, I realized that the front of the bunker is the same as the back, and I know I wanted to add a more interior area, but we will probably get to that in the next update. Anyways, that is going to be the end of the second update. I'm so sorry it took so long to get out. I've run out of parts though, and I'm ordering a bunch more, so hopefully by the third update I will have a lot more done. Go rewatch the episodes from The Mandalorian Season 3 and tell me, any scenes that you might want to see in the build that I could incorporate. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next video.